Stress is a part of life. However, when we experience stress for prolonged periods, it can lead to several health problems. One of the main hormones produced by the body during stress is cortisol. Cortisol is an essential hormone that helps us cope with stress. It is responsible for several functions in the body, such as regulating blood sugar levels, reducing inflammation, and controlling blood pressure. However, when cortisol levels remain elevated for long periods, it can lead to several health issues. Here are the 10 signs of high cortisol levels that you should be aware of. Weight gain. Cortisol is a hormone that is released by the adrenal glands in response to stress. It plays a key role in regulating many important functions in the body, including blood sugar levels, immune function, and metabolism. When cortisol levels are consistently high, it can have a number of negative effects on the body, including weight gain. This is because cortisol increases insulin levels, which can lead to an increase in appetite and a tendency to store fat, particularly in the abdominal region. Additionally, high cortisol levels can also lead to a decrease in muscle mass, which can further contribute to weight gain. This is because muscles burn more calories than fat, so a reduction in muscle mass can lead to a slower metabolism and fewer calories burned throughout the day. Therefore, if someone is experiencing consistent weight gain, it may be a sign of high cortisol levels, which can be caused by chronic stress, lack of sleep, or other factors. It is important to manage stress levels and take steps to promote healthy sleep habits in order to maintain healthy cortisol levels and prevent negative effects on the body, such as weight gain. Sleep problem. High cortisol levels can cause sleep problems in several ways. Cortisol is a hormone that is released by the adrenal glands in response to stress. It plays an important role in regulating the sleep-wake cycle. When cortisol levels are high, it can interfere with the production of other hormones that are important for sleep, such as melatonin. Melatonin is a hormone that helps regulate the sleep-wake cycle and promotes relaxation. High cortisol levels can also make it difficult to fall asleep and stay asleep. This is because cortisol is a stimulant that increases alertness and can make you feel more awake. If cortisol levels are elevated at night, it can interfere with the natural sleep process. Additionally, high cortisol levels can cause anxiety and depression, which can further disrupt sleep patterns. Anxiety and depression are common causes of insomnia, a sleep disorder characterized by difficulty falling asleep or staying asleep or staying asleep. Depression. Anxiety and depression are two common mental health conditions that can be signs of high cortisol levels in the body. Cortisol is a hormone that is released by the adrenal glands in response to stress. It is often referred to as the stress hormone because it plays a role in the body's stress response. When cortisol levels are chronically elevated due to ongoing stress, it can have negative effects on mental health. High cortisol levels have been linked to an increased risk of anxiety and depression. This is because cortisol can disrupt the balance of neurotransmitters in the brain, which are chemicals that regulate mood and emotions. In addition, high cortisol levels can lead to inflammation in the body, which has also been linked to depression. Inflammation can trigger the release of cytokines, which are proteins that play a role in the immune response. Chronic inflammation has been associated with changes in the brain that can contribute to the development of depression. Digestive problems. Cortisol is a hormone that is released by the adrenal glands in response to stress. It plays an important role in regulating many bodily functions, including digestion. When cortisol levels are high, it can affect the digestive system and cause a variety of symptoms, including digestive problems. High cortisol levels can cause the muscles in the digestive tract to contract more slowly, leading to constipation and bloating. It can also increase the production of stomach acid, leading to heartburn and acid reflux. In addition, high cortisol levels can cause inflammation in the digestive tract, which can lead to conditions like inflammatory bowel disease, EBD, and irritable bowel syndrome, IBS. Other signs of high cortisol levels include weight gain, particularly around the abdomen, thinning skin, mood swings, fatigue, and weakened immune system. If you are experiencing digestive problems along with these other symptoms, it may be a sign of high cortisol levels. Fatigue. Cortisol is a hormone produced by the adrenal gland in response to stress. It helps regulate the body's metabolism, blood pressure, and immune response. However, when cortisol levels remain elevated for prolonged periods, it can lead to a range of negative symptoms, including fatigue. This is because cortisol affects the body's energy levels by increasing blood sugar levels and breaking down protein for energy. As a result, chronic high cortisol levels can lead to a constant feeling of fatigue and exhaustion. Other signs of high cortisol levels include weight gain, especially around the midsection, mood swings, anxiety, and depression. It can also affect sleep patterns, leading to insomnia or disturbed sleep. High blood pressure. When cortisol levels are consistently high, it can lead to a condition called Cushing's syndrome, which can cause a variety of symptoms, including high blood pressure. Cortisol is involved in regulating the body's response to stress, including regulating blood pressure. When cortisol levels are elevated for a prolonged period, it can cause the blood vessels to constrict and increase resistance to blood flow, leading to high blood pressure. In addition, high cortisol levels can also lead to an increase in insulin resistance, which can further contribute to high blood pressure. Low libido. Cortisol is a hormone that is released by the adrenal glands in response to stress. It helps the body respond to stress by increasing blood sugar levels, suppressing the immune system, and increasing metabolism. However, when cortisol levels are chronically high, it can lead to a variety of negative health effects, including a decrease in libido. Low libido, or a decreased sex drive, can be a sign of high cortisol levels. This is because cortisol can interfere with the production of sex hormones, such as testosterone, which are necessary for sexual arousal and desire. In addition, high cortisol levels can also lead to feelings of anxiety and depression, which can further contribute to a decreased sex drive. Memory problems. Cortisol is a hormone released by the adrenal gland in response to stress. It is commonly known as the stress hormone because it is produced in higher amounts during periods of stress. When cortisol levels remain elevated for extended periods, it can damage the hippocampus, a part of the brain that plays a crucial role in memory formation and retrieval. This damage can lead to memory problems, including difficulty remembering new information, recalling old memories, and concentrating on tasks. High cortisol levels can also cause other cognitive symptoms, such as brain fog, difficulty thinking clearly, and reduced mental agility. These symptoms can be particularly problematic for people who need to perform mentally demanding tasks, such as studying or working in a cognitively demanding profession. Muscle weakness. Muscle weakness is a common sign of high cortisol because cortisol can break down muscle tissue in the body. This process is known as muscle catabolism, and it occurs when the body is in a state of stress or prolonged high cortisol levels. High cortisol levels can also cause other symptoms, such as weight gain, fatigue, mood swings, and high blood pressure. If you are experiencing muscle weakness or any of these other symptoms, it may be a sign that your cortisol levels are too high. Skin problems. High cortisol levels can cause inflammation in the body, which can result in skin conditions such as acne, rosacea, eczema, and psoriasis. In addition, cortisol can affect the skin's ability to retain moisture, which can lead to dry, itchy skin. Cortisol can also impact the immune system, which can result in increased susceptibility to skin infections and slow healing of wounds. Overall, if you are experiencing skin problems such as acne, eczema, or psoriasis, it is possible that high cortisol levels may be a contributing factor. It's important to consult with a healthcare professional to determine the underlying cause of your skin issues and develop an appropriate treatment plan. Those are the 10 signs of high cortisol levels that you should be aware of. If you are experiencing any of these symptoms, it is essential to manage your stress levels to reduce cortisol production. You can do this by practicing relaxation techniques such as deep breathing, meditation, or yoga. Additionally, getting regular exercise, eating a healthy diet, and getting enough sleep can also help manage stress levels. Thank you for watching, and we hope you found this video helpful.